Hello, I'm Master Kittel. Welcome to the Cycling Day.
Hello everyone and welcome to another top 10 transfer video of this year's cycling season. The 2022 transfer season has produced some very interesting transfers as a whole so far for a whole host of teams. So as we've done before, we're going to look at 10 of the biggest transfers of the 2022 transfer season. Coming in at number 10 is one of the cyclocross converts, Quentin Hermans, who will be changing from Intermarché Wanty-Groupe to Alpecin de Koenig to join his fellow cyclocross/road cyclist rider Mathieu van der Poel. The Belgian grabbed minor headlines after the Liège-Bastogne-Liège winner as Hermans finished first in the bunch sprint for second and thereby his first monument podium, which was very impressive. Hermans is perhaps looking for the next step in his career and the potential of more freedom away from the Biniam Girmay project, or potentially he wants to be part of the Mathieu van der Poel Classics project, but that is purely speculation. Coming in at number 9, Leo Hayter. Leo Hayter, the brother of Ethan Hayter, will be joining his brother at Ineos Grenadiers after a prolific 2022 season. Hayter early in the year showed his talents against the clock as he won the under-23 national time trial title, which his brother did in the senior as well. Further to this, the younger Hayter managed to dominate the under-23 Giro d'Italia. Hayter could be the latest talent out of the UK and be part of the next generation for the British cycling success. Staying with Ineos Grenadiers, their shopping spree continued with one of the strongest climbing talents on the circuit to come out of the Netherlands in recent times, with Thymen Arensman, who will be transferring to Ineos Grenadiers from DSM. The 2018 Tour de l'Avenir runner-up had an impressive 2022 Giro d'Italia with a very aggressive approach after the abandonment of the DSM team leader Romain Bardet, but ultimately falling outside the top 10. However, demonstrating his very profound climbing and time trial abilities in the process. Arensman is definitely a diamond in the rough, and with the expertise of Ineos Grenadiers, we could see him take the next step in his development as a rider, but let's hope he doesn't disappear within the British outfit as we've seen so many times, and he's just drained to be part of the mountain train and spat out at the end of his career as we've seen many before him. Coming in at number 7, Bob Jungels. Bob Jungels has long been touted as the next big thing to come out of Luxembourg since the Schleck brothers, and this year he seemed to rejuvenate his form and status in the sport, and this came following a successful Tour de France with AG2R Citroën, picking up an incredible stage win and a top 15 along the way. He has decided that he will be changing the French outfit out for the German team Bora Hansgrohe. The reason for the former Liège-Bastogne-Liège winner to change seems strange. On one front, is he hoping to strengthen the Classics team and play a part in their Grand Tour teams? That is something to ponder. Who knows, but the former white jersey winner at the Giro d'Italia will certainly be a powerful addition to Bora Hansgrohe. Coming in at number 6, Tim Merlier. Tim Merlier is one of the surprises of this year's transfer window, as the Belgian sprinter and recent winner of the national road race in Belgium again will be leaving his 2022 team Alpecin de Koenig, who are in fact moving to the World Tour, and he will be changing them out for Soudal Quickstep, which is quite strange as they already have a superstar sprinter in their ranks in the former Fabio Jakobsen. So potentially there is a strong connection between Soudal and Quickstep and Tim Merlier that we don't know about, but the rider is Belgian and it is a Belgian team. What will his opportunities be? Will they be similar to his 2022 season? However, with a rising focus on the overall in the Grand Tours with Remco Evenepoel, this could be a bit problematic in the long term. In any case, Tim Merlier is a great sprinter and could benefit off the quick-step effect and be thrusted into many wins. But be warned, Merlier, it's not the best idea to leave quick-step, as we found out in our other video. Coming in at number 5, Natnael Tesfatsion. Natnael Tesfatsion is the next rider on the list and is part of the rise of air train cycling that we've seen in 2022, in part due to Girmay. The 23-year-old will be changing his pro-continental team Drone Hopper out for Trek Segafredo and join one of his countrymen as well this year in the Giro d'Italia, and he was able to place in the top 10 on stage 5 and on stage 15, which was quite impressive, despite crashing hard on the blockhouse stage on stage 9. Earlier in the year, however, he managed to win the Tour of Rwanda outright before a 9th place in the Coppa Baarle overall, and he was 2nd in the Giro dell'Appennino, and he won the Adriatic Iconica stage race. Further to this, he rode very well at the national road race and decided to hand the victory to his friend Marawi Kudos. Quite fitting indeed. But it will be interesting to see where he fits in for Trek Segafredo and what he will actually do on the World Tour. Coming in at number 4, we have Jan Hirt. Jan Hirt, the Czech climbing star, will be leaving Intermarché Wanty-Groupe at the end of the season in favor of Soudal Quickstep. This move comes off the back of his successful Giro d'Italia in 2022, where he not only managed to win a stage, but he also managed to climb into the top 10 overall and hold it all the way to Verona. The Czech rider certainly has showed he's about to deliver on his potential that many people have thought about, and he will hope to do so as part of the changing Soudal Quickstep. His targets could be overall, could be climbing success again, or potentially be part of the Remco Evenepoel project. Coming in at number 3, Dylan van Baarle. Dylan van Baarle is our next rider on our list and has been announced to be leaving Ineos Grenadiers in favor of their rival super team Jumbo-Visma. The defending Paris-Roubaix champion has demonstrated his versatility as a rider in the past years, being one of the best cobblestone riders in the world and also a strong rider part of any mountain train, as well as being a good time trial rider on his day. So he's a superb addition to the already frighteningly strong Jumbo-Visma lineup, and perhaps he could fit into a dual attack with Wout van Aert for the Classics campaign, or he just might be that vital piece for Wout van Aert to get that coveted cobblestone monument that he's still missing. Furthermore, he would be a very strong addition to the Tour de France team, where perhaps he could replace the role of Robert Hessink as a road captain, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's definitely a big loss for Ineos Grenadiers, and the Paris-Roubaix champion will definitely be good at Jumbo. Coming in at number 2, Wilco Kelderman. Wilco Kelderman will be making his return to the Dutch World Tour team for the first time since he left for Sunweb back in 2016. And the Dutch rider has shown his capabilities in his 2 seasons with Bora, as in his first season he managed to finish 5th in the 2021 Tour de France, and then in 2022 Kelderman showed his power and was an incredible super domestique for Giant Hindley in his Giro d'Italia triumph, especially on the pivotal stage on stage 14, where the Dutchman disintegrated the peloton. Kelderman will be a strong force for the already strong mountain support within Jumbo-Visma, and perhaps he is seen as the successor for Steven Kruijswijk, or even they will give him a shot at the Giro d'Italia or Vuelta a España in the coming seasons. Before we get to number 1, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out our last year's top 10 as well, and comment down below who you thought is the biggest transfer this year. But without further ado, and to no surprise, number 1 on our list is Richard Carapaz. Richard Carapaz is naturally our first pick of this year's transfer season. Changing from Ineos Grenadiers to EF Education EasyPost, Jonathan Vogtes has brought in the Ecuadorian to try and end the Grand Tour drought that his team has exhibited since 2012, when rider Hayter won the Giro d'Italia, and potentially Carapaz is the man to do so. The Olympic champion managed to perform well at this year's Giro d'Italia, almost winning the top prize, but ultimately finishing 2nd. However, the Vuelta a España was not quite the same success for him. Carapaz will bring a lot of experience after having raced for both Movistar and Ineos Grenadiers. Furthermore, his Grand Tour record reinforces his position as one of the most consistent riders in the world, as in the last 6 Grand Tours before the Vuelta this year, he had finished on the podium 4 times, and for Ineos Grenadiers, he was on the podium for all the 3 Grand Tours. First, his 2nd place in the Vuelta a España in 2020, where he was a worthy adversary to Primož Roglic. Then he went on to finish 3rd behind Tadej Pogačar and Jonas Vingegaard at the 2021 Tour de France, before his 2022 2nd place at the Giro d'Italia. This also included a Tour de Suisse victory in 2021 overall, so it has been quite a successful stint at the British team. Carapaz seems to be a perfect fit for EF Education EasyPost, as the team has a history with South American riders, and Carapaz seems to have been brought in to be the successor potentially of Rigoberto Urán. And Carapaz has already stated that he will be targeting the Giro d'Italia in 2023, so that is very exciting. In addition, his Ineos Grenadiers teammate Adri Amador, the solid Grand Tour Domestique, will be making the move across as well. And there's rumors that Narvaez will be looking to change the EF. So we already saw earlier in the year that Jefferson Cepeda, the promising Ecuadorian climber, will also be joining EF Education Easy Post. They also have Casado in their ranks already. So plenty of South American interest or joining because of Carapaz. So it definitely will be one of the strongest Spanish speaking teams next year, that's for sure. But make sure to comment down below what you think Carapaz will do. And that is basically it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. And of course, have a nice day.